Hey, Jenny from the Bum family. You're the only person who hasn't paid the membership fee for the mom group next week. Will you hurry up? What? I thought because I can't go... Wait, you're not paying because you can't make it? Yes? Am I saying something funny? Well, no, nothing is funny. It's just that normally people pay anyways and then see if they can go. Huh? I see everyone is so luxurious. I can't possibly do that. So I was hoping you would pay too. Will you stop paying just when you can make it? It's so frugal. That's just being mean. Calling me a bum and asking me to pay? If that's the kind of mom group this is, I want out. I will not be going anymore. Now, you don't need me to pay, do you? Gosh, aren't you embarrassed to act so selfishly? You're the one who should be embarrassed. Collecting money whenever you can? Are the others signing off on this? Me? Embarrassed? How could you say that? My husband has a high-paying job, and my son is a genius violinist. And I work at a high-end hotel. There is nothing embarrassing about my life. I'm saying that bragging about all of it is embarrassing. Then why don't you just ignore a bum like me? Why do you keep associating with me? Because if a bum like you is at our preschool, it'll rub off on everyone. You never talk about your husband, but there's a rumor going around about him. That he's a drunk and he's actually been arrested. Please, don't talk about my husband when you don't know anything. He just can't come to preschool because of his job. Whatever, I don't care. Anyway, if you think you can easily drop out of the mom group, you're badly mistaken. What?
Were you being bullied by that Mia person again?
Yeah, she just makes up random excuses to come at me.
Do you want to transfer to another preschool? I found some good places on my end. You don't have to worry about the money. Let's just go together.
No, Luke is having so much fun here. It might be stressful for him if we change his environment all of a sudden.
That's true.
Mia is the only one I don't like. The other moms are really nice. She's acting like the leader, even when nobody likes it. So if only she weren't there.
Do you want to talk to the preschool teachers?
I already did, but she doesn't care about any of that. Sorry, it's fine. I'll try to do some things on my end.
Are you sure? Are you going to be okay? I'll do whatever I can, so you just let me know, okay?
Yeah, thanks. Forget Mia. Today is our 10th anniversary. Let's forget our troubles and make this a special night.
Yeah, let's do that. I just finished work, so I'll come pick you up.
What are you talking about? You don't have to make a round trip. My mom came to pick up Luke, so she's going to drop me off on the way. I'm pulling up now. You go ahead and go in first.
What? Are you sure you want me to go in first?
Yeah, it's kind of weird going in together. Let's meet up at the restaurant.
All right.
30 minutes later. How many times do I have to tell you? Go home, now. I don't understand. What is going on? I made a reservation. You're just going to eat and run away. There's no way a bum like you can afford to go to a high-end hotel restaurant like this. I told you I have money. Besides, I didn't know you worked at this hotel. Didn't I tell you? I work at a very high-end hotel. You and I are in different leagues, so go home already. Today is our wedding anniversary. My husband is already waiting inside. There's no way to celebrate a wedding anniversary for a poor couple like you two. Just go to a diner. How dare you say that? This is our very special 10th anniversary. We want to celebrate it at this hotel because it means a lot to us. There's no way someone like you could have any memories at a hotel like this. Don't make me laugh. Just please go home. Never mind. Just call your manager. That's too bad. My manager just clocked out. Besides, he'll be on my side. What? Why is that? Why? You ask such dumb questions. One thing I can say is that he's crazy about me. You're having an affair. What? I never said that. But I do intend to reciprocate those feelings. He loves me, so it can't be helped. Mia, if you apologize now, I'll forgive you. What's it going to be? Huh? Why would I apologize to you? What are you talking about? Then I won't be responsible for what happens to you. Are you really sure? This is your last chance. You won't regret kicking me out?
I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not up to me whether or not you can come in.
Oh, really? Then I don't care what happens to you.
What's going to happen? Our hotel doesn't allow bumps to stay. It's the manager's orders. I want to let you stay because you're a mom friend, but you have to leave.
I never said that.
What? Why did you change your tone all of a sudden? Who is this?
My name is Andy, and I'm the manager of this hotel.
Wait, the manager?
Your name is Mia, from the front desk, right? Why are you kicking out a valued guest on your own accord?
Well, no, she
can't stay because she's poor? Where in the rules does it say that? That's not a policy that I'm familiar with.
I'm sorry. I have a relationship with her outside of work and ended up joking around with her, which is not right as an employee.
As an employee? From what I've seen, what you did is not right as a human being. Also, you're on duty right now. Why are you on your phone?
Oh,
For a person who doesn't understand the responsibilities of having a job, you sure are pushing it. You're an embarrassment to this hotel. Take off your uniform and get out.
wait a minute. Does this mean I'm fired?
Of course. Who wants to employ a discriminator like you? You're fired as of today. Go wherever you want.
Why are you so upset? I mean, why are you texting from Jenny's phone? I don't understand.
Jenny is my wife.
What?
We came here for our 10th wedding anniversary. We met here at the restaurant. I heard she was getting into an argument at the entrance, so I came to check.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was your wife.
It doesn't matter if she was my wife or not. I fired you because your attitude towards guests is horrible.
I apologize for that, and I've learned my lesson.
I don't intend to forgive you. Get out of here. I would take it out on you directly, but for the sake of your dignity, I'm texting you. Get lost before you anger me even more.
I know it was my bad tonight, but I've worked hard and diligently up until now.
You're still resisting?
I've never been late or missed a day of work. My record is destroyed because of this one mistake.
Because that's how bad this is. You should be tried for discrimination. Also, can you honestly say that you've worked hard up until now?
What?
I've heard you were spreading rumors that we were in some kind of affair. You said it to my wife just a while ago. I'm crazy about you?
No, that's just a joke.
That's defamation. What did you want to do?
It's just that you're such a nice guy, so I ended up...
It flatters me to hear you say that. You also said that you've never been late or missed a day. But didn't you oversleep and come in late last week?
So you knew about it. It just came out that I thought I could get away with it.
You're really something. Just get away from the reception desk and disappear. I don't want to be bothered by you on my anniversary.
Okay, I'm terribly sorry.
I'm going to be telling your family about this. I'm the manager, but today I am also a guest. I was disgusted by what happened.
This can't be happening.
This is the worst moment of your life. It's embarrassing, right? Get lost and never step foot in this hotel again.
I'm sorry.
Mia, about the mom group.
What? What do you want with me?
Oh no, I don't mean to laugh in your face or anything. I'm with the other moms at the preschool, and we're talking about having you return the money that we paid you. They're all complaining about the next get-together. $100 per person is too much.
What? Well, we're going to a popular restaurant, so it can't be helped.
Nobody wants to pay $100 for lunch. A total of $1,000? Please, hurry up and return it.
Why are you in charge?
I became a little more confident after last night, so I took the lead in confronting you.
That's impossible. I just got fired. I can't just give you $1,000.
What do you mean? You collected the money for the mom group, right? The get-together hasn't even taken place, so the $1,000 should still be right there.
Shut up! It's your fault. You stuck your nose where it doesn't belong, and look where we are.
I just went to the hotel as a guest. Who is the one that did something stupid?
Because of you, my relationship with my husband became rocky. I'm in so much pain.
I sent your husband numerous pieces of evidence of your bullying. Also, the fact that you started a rumor of having an affair with my husband.
I'm going to be dumped by my husband, lose custody, and I'll have to pay compensation. You have some nerve to ask me to pay you $1,000.
Yes, everyone just wants you to disappear. Because if someone like you is at the preschool, it'll rub off on everyone. Mia's husband filed for divorce. She lost custody and had no other choice than to move out of the city. Also, because of this incident, the moms of the preschool came forward and requested the money they were forced to pay be returned. It ended up going to court, and she was ordered to pay back the money. She's currently working her butt off to make a living while drowning in debt. But from old line habits, she is posting old pictures from her hotel days and continuing to fake her celebrity lifestyle. Well, for a person living a life in hell, it might be needed in order to stay sane.
Hey, why haven't you given me any money this month? Do you have any idea how much I need to spend? I've been swamped with work, okay? I forgot to send you the money, but I'm dealing with it now. Remember that in just 2 months, I'll be completely out of debt. You don't have to keep reminding me of that, do you? Do you think I enjoy being stuck with a useless person like you? You're beyond ungrateful. How dare you insinuate that I wasted my time giving birth to you and raising you just so you could be successful today? Enough! Stop with the sarcasm. Anyone who overhears your words would think you actually love me. You think you're clever, huh? You even had the audacity to teach me about life. But guess what? I need another $5,000 this month. $5,000? For what exactly? This month I want to buy your brother some new shoes and clothes to prepare him for work. And I also want to provide him with proper nourishment so he can keep his strength up while job hunting. He's been feeling down and losing weight because he can't find a job. I can't stand seeing him like this. And how is that my problem? Didn't we agree that I'd give you $10,000 every month until it adds up to $200,000 as a thank you for giving birth to me? After that, we'd cut ties and never bother each other again. I'm not obliged to give you more money to support him. Besides, isn't he just unemployed because he dreams of being a manager or department head rather than taking any job available? How can you say such heartless things? He's your brother, your flesh and blood. He has a decent university degree and he's an extremely talented and capable person. How could he settle for some low-level employee position when he's treated as an errand boy? He deserves more than some menial job where he's treated like a servant. Huh? Don't think that your little amount of money gives you the right to say whatever you want about my son. Whatever you want, but I won't give you any extra money. Oh, hold on. I've thought about it again. $200,000 is probably not enough to compensate for my love, effort, and sacrifices in raising you. Moreover, my son is about to get married. If he doesn't have a car or a house, society will look down on him. So before you cut ties with us, you better buy your brother an expensive car and a fancy house. Otherwise, don't even think about escaping from me. What? That was never part of our agreement, and you know it. Well, I've been thinking. Aren't you the manager of a prestigious company? With your high salary, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Just a few more years and you'll be able to fulfill this obligation, won't you? That's not the point. You clearly understand that I have no responsibility or obligation to cater to your son's life. If it weren't for my father's dying wish, instructing me to take care of you and your brother until he can stand on his own, I would have cut ties with you a long time ago, Kimberly. You're such a heartless monster of a child. How could you prioritize the words of a dead man over mine? The one who raised you? Because he treated me fairly, unlike you. So what about your poor dead father, leaving me to work tirelessly to provide for you and your brother? And now you treat me like a burden. Kim, don't you feel any shame when you claim to have taken care of me? Have you ever treated me to a decent meal or shown me the love a mother should? No, you treated me like a servant. Don't forget how cruelly you treated me. Ugh, why bring up the past? I did what I did to toughen you up, to teach you how to survive in this world. It was all for your own good. Haven't you always listened to your father? Then obey his wish. Give me money, take care of us, and provide for my son and me for the rest of our lives. Dad said, until your brother comes of age. He's already 25 years old now. When will he finally grow up and take responsibility for himself? I don't care about that. You're my daughter, and you will do as I say. You will take care of my son and help him live a comfortable life. And if you can't buy him a house and a car, why don't you use your position as the head of the department to get him a job in your company? You can't let him struggle in this cruel society, can you? Hey, are you kidding me? This is absurd. I won't use my professional position to indulge in your unrealistic demands. I don't have time to joke with you. You have such a prestigious position, yet you can't even secure a job for your own brother. You're completely useless. This is not how it works. This is a professional environment, not a favor bank. Besides, your son lacks the qualifications and work experience necessary for the position. The recruitment process is rigorous, and I can't just hand him a job. But he's exhausted from his job search. He's constantly rejected by reputable companies, forced to work in lowly positions, and treated like dirt. I won't let my beloved son suffer. But if he works at your company, you can protect him. No one would dare bully him then. Everyone starts from entry-level positions and works their way up. He needs to learn the value of hard work and perseverance. Being overprotective won't do him any good. Ha! So now you're trying to portray yourself as mature and independent, huh? Treating this family like strangers, as if we're not connected by blood. What a waste of my love and all the hardships I endured to give birth to you and raise you all these years. But my dear daughter, I won't blame you for not loving me. I understand. It's all my fault. When your younger brother was born sick, almost on the brink of death, I simply thought you were a strong and understanding child, capable of taking care of yourself. Therefore, I focused on loving and pampering your brother more. But I never imagined it would make you hate me so much. It must be all my fault. All right, stop dwelling on that old story. Fine, this will be the last time I help him. Promise me that if you make any more demands, you will pay me the full $200,000 and disappear from my life. All right, my dear girl. But remember, make sure to get your brother a good, respectable job. My precious son is not meant to be a mere errand boy or an ordinary employee somewhere. I can't make that decision alone. I will reach out to HR and arrange an interview for him with me and my boss. If he passes the interview, he will be assigned a suitable position based on his abilities. That's the best I can do. That's acceptable. As long as you're there to protect him, no one will dare to bully him. Make sure to tell him not to reveal our sibling relationship at work. I don't want others to make assumptions. I'm sure you also don't want your son to be labeled as incompetent and useless, relying on his sister to secure him a job, right? Fine, don't worry about it. Oh, I'm thrilled to hear that my son is finally going to have a job. I need to make preparations for him. Hey, Kim. Do you know where James is? I can't get in touch with him. Did that jerk run away after causing all this trouble? Why are you using such harsh words to scold him? Can't you see how scared he must be? He didn't want things to turn out like this. He did it for the sake of our family. As his older sister, shouldn't you try to comfort him and find a resolution instead of berating him? What? So you already know what happened and yet you're still defending him? James might have to go to jail and pay double the contract value, which amounts to $1 million. And I could also be held accountable and face an investigation. Why would anyone want that? It's just a stroke of bad luck. Besides, it's not as catastrophic as you're making it out to be. You just need to compensate the company for the contract, and everything will be fine. Do you think it's that simple? James colluded with the construction material suppliers, replacing the materials my company purchased with cheaper, lower quality ones and pocketing the price difference. He was in charge of procuring materials for this construction project. If it weren't for a surprise inspection conducted by the corporation today, It would have been difficult to uncover his deceit because he always knew my inspection schedule and could easily prepare in advance. Do you realize that building a structure with substandard materials can lead to serious incidents and damage my company's reputation like this? He didn't do it on purpose, did he? He was lured into this by the sales side. Unfortunately, he got caught. You know he lacks experience in work and life, so it's understandable that he made a small mistake. Just a small mistake? The company has already involved lawyers and the police. Can you still defend him? Do you realize that this could result in up to 10 years of imprisonment? The police are already investigating, and James won't be able to escape the consequences. He directly signed the receipt for the fraudulent goods, and the supplier admitted to the fraud as well. Not only will he have to go to jail, but I'll also have to take responsibility for this mess. Tell me where he is. He needs to face the consequences of his actions. Enough! It has come to this point, and you have to find a solution instead of placing all the blame on your brother like that. What other solution do you propose? The only way now is for James to turn himself in and accept the consequences of his actions. But remember, this is his responsibility, and I won't beg for him. Ariana, my dear daughter, I know you love your brother and me. You've always done everything for our family, right? But I'm running out of options. It's beyond my capability to fix this. Actually, there is still one way. Since you're James's boss, if you take the blame for this, the severity of the crime will be lessened for him, right? What are you suggesting? I mean, if you collude with the seller, steal money for materials, and then manipulate the orders to make James unknowingly become an accomplice, your crime will be seen as less serious. I think your sentence could be reduced by half. So you would only have to go to jail for 5 years, and my son would only need to pay a fine. What? Are you asking me to plead guilty for James and go to jail on his behalf? Exactly. He's your brother, and it's only natural for you to help him. Besides, what's the harm? What's the harm? My goodness. My only mistake was placing my trust in the wrong place. I never thought that no matter how flawed you both are, you would dare to engage in illegal activities or harm the company. I was foolish to believe that James could change for the better. Don't blame my son and speak of him as if he's useless and incompetent. Everything is your fault. In terms of work, you haven't been strict enough in managing your subordinates, allowing such exchanges of materials to happen. In terms of family, as the older sister, you couldn't even provide a house or a car for your younger brother, forcing him to struggle with a meager salary. And because of his low income, he can never afford a house. So I suggest he find a quicker way to earn more money. So, all of this is your fault, and now you have to take responsibility for it. What? What did you just say? Are you the one who instigated James to do these despicable things? How could you? You're willingly putting your own son behind bars. I always thought you made my life miserable, but I never expected you wouldn't even raise your favorite son properly. How dare you speak to me so rudely? Is this how you treat your own mother? I can't believe I put in the effort, money, and love to raise you, and now you treat me like an enemy. You claim to have worked hard to raise me? Let me remind you, it was you who forced me to drop out of college to work and earn money to support your son's education. You said that girls would never be as successful as boys, and that I would end up getting married and becoming a stranger. So there was no need for further education. Do you remember how I had to beg and plead with you to let me continue my studies and take up part-time jobs in the afternoons? And even night shifts, just to pay for my own education and support your son? And whose fault was that? It was your father who said you should take care of us instead of him, right? You're such a weirdo. Why do you listen to him more than me? While you always favored your son, saving the best for him, buying new toys and giving him whatever he wanted, I had to make do with hand-me-downs from my cousin or items I picked up from charity boxes. I always had to eat the leftovers after your son finished his meal, and I spent my days doing household chores. Thankfully, I had a father who loved me, but he didn't have much money and was constantly oppressed by you. All he could do was comfort me and buy me ice cream whenever he saw me unhappy. Oh, don't say that. I still love you. I always think of you, care about you, and worry about you. So let me ask you this question. If you can answer it correctly, I will plead guilty for James as you wish. Fine. Ask away. I'll answer whatever it is. What day is my birthday? What kind of question is that? Do you think I don't remember your birthday? I am your mother, the one who gave birth to you. Then don't take too long to answer. September 6th, right? That's James's birthday. Ah, I meant October 15th. Yes, I'm absolutely sure. That's your birthday. Oh, well, then it must be... Stop it! I know you don't remember anything about me. It doesn't matter. I've made up my mind. You have to plead guilty for James. You're just a girl. You'll get married and become a stranger to me, and even if you go to jail, it won't matter. But James is different. He's a boy, and he will be the one to take care of me when I'm old. He needs a bright future, a successful career, and a clean record. He can't go to prison. You can stop with your nonsense now. Do you remember our deal? What deal are you talking about? If you ask me to do anything more than finding James a job, then all previous agreements, including the $200,000, will have to be returned to me. And we will cut ties immediately. Furthermore, you and James will have to move out of my house. So what? What are you gonna do, huh? I have no money to repay you, and I won't leave this house. You have no right to kick me out. I will make a scene and show everyone what an ungrateful, disobedient daughter you are. Oh, I haven't revealed everything yet. Of course I won't demand the money back because both you and James will have to earn another $1 million to compensate my company. And as for leaving the house, I won't be the one to ask you to leave. I'll leave it to the police. You can sit there and wait comfortably because the police will come to pick you up. What? Why are the police involved in this? Do you remember when you accidentally confessed that you instigated James to steal money from my company? Well, coincidentally, the police entered my room at that moment to request cooperation in their investigation, and I conveniently let them read the entire conversation. So, Kimberly, what am I supposed to do now? I can't plead guilty for your son whether you like it or not. But here's some good news for you. You'll be able to accompany James in jail and not have to worry about accommodation and food for the next, let's say at least 5 years. How dare you betray your own mother? Ariana, you can't do this to me. But we already cut ties. Ah, no. It's much deeper than that, Kimberly. From this moment forward, I declare that you are no longer my mother. I refuse to be associated with someone who is willing to sacrifice ethics, integrity, and the well-being of others for personal gain. Our DNA may be the same, but our values and principles couldn't be more different. How can you say such things? We're family, Ariana. You can't just disown me like that. Family is supposed to be a source of love, support, and trust. But you've shown time and time again that you're willing to betray those ideals. I won't allow myself to be dragged down by your immoral actions any longer. I choose to surround myself with people who uplift and inspire me, not those who bring me down. Ariana, please, I'm begging you to help me. I know I've made terrible mistakes, but I genuinely love you more than anyone, even more than James. You're my daughter, and my heart aches at the thought of losing you. Begging for help now, Kimberly? After all that's happened? It's quite ironic that you claim to love me more than James. Your words hold no weight when your actions have shown a different story. Ariana, Please, I'm begging you to listen. I know I've made mistakes, but deep down, my love for you has always been greater than anything. Please, Ariana, I'm on my knees begging you. Don't turn your back on me. You're my daughter, my flesh and blood. Kimberly, love is not a bargaining chip or a means to escape the consequences of your actions. I need to prioritize my own well-being and the well-being of others. I'm sorry, but I can't be the one to save you from this. It's time for me to move forward without you. So here's how things turned out in the end. Kimberly and James, well, they didn't get off easy. The judge threw the book at them and sentenced them to a solid stretch in jail. James got slapped with a 10-year sentence, while his dear old mom, Kimberly, got a solid 8 years. Ouch. As for me, well, I managed to dodge that bullet. The investigation cleared my name, and I was found innocent of any involvement in their shady schemes. Can I get a hallelujah? It was a huge relief, let me tell you. No bars for this gal. But you know what? I decided it was time to make a fresh start. I couldn't stay in that house anymore, with all the memories of deceit and betrayal lingering in the air. So I packed my bags, sold that place, and bid farewell to that chapter of my life. Good riddance. I landed in a new town, ready to hit the reset button. And guess what? Fate had a little surprise in store for me. I met someone special, someone who saw past the scars and the baggage I carried. They loved me for me, flaws and all. Talk about a breath of fresh air. Together, we embarked on this crazy journey called life. We laughed, we cried, and we built something beautiful. It's amazing what can happen when you let go of the past and open yourself up to new possibilities. Love found its way into my heart, and I couldn't be happier. So here I am, sipping my coffee and reflecting on how life can throw curveballs at you. But hey, I made it through. I'm stronger, wiser, and surrounded by love. The darkness may have tried to bring me down, but I emerged victorious, ready to embrace the future with open arms. Here's to new beginnings and writing our own happy endings. Cheers! Hey! Use this piece of garbage! Answer my question! When are you gonna pack your shit and leave the house? You do realize that you're simply a waste of oxygen, right? This house is only for me and your big brother Tristan. A worthless high school dropout like you is not welcome here.
Seriously, Mom? Are you gonna nag me again about this crap? I'm in the middle of my work right now, and I really don't have time for your nonsense. Honestly, I've had enough of your whining and nagging at me whenever I come home from work.
But you are a high school dropout. Having you around only makes our family look bad in other people's eyes. You don't deserve to breathe the same air or share the same space with me and your brother. You're just trash, a lowlife, and we are the upper class.
What do you mean? Now you're blaming me for dropping out of high school? You should know better than anyone why I had to leave high school early. It's not like I had a choice. I did it because you forced me to. You coerced me into getting a job as soon as possible so that I could work my butt off to provide for your selfish needs. You didn't bother to go to work and help out around the house financially, even though you were only in your 40s at the time.
Yeah, it's not like anyone would believe your white lies. Just admit it. The only reason you quit high school is because you're a useless loser. That's all. How dare you even think of shifting the blame onto the only person who brought you into this world? You know what? I regret giving birth to trash like you. I wasted 9 months of my life carrying you around like a growing tumor. And for what? Just so you can be here and talk at me like a barbarian? Such a disgrace.
Enough is enough, Mom. You've crossed the line with your behavior. Can't you find it within yourself to show even an ounce of respect towards me, The only person in this household who has tirelessly worked for the past 10 years to provide a roof over your head, pay every single bill, and ensure there's food on the table. I had to juggle not just one, but 2 or even 3 jobs when I was barely 17 years old.
I don't really care. I'm tired of you using work as an excuse to justify your stupidity. Why don't you admit that you're just too dumb that you couldn't even finish high school? Honestly, having a useless son like you gives me headaches. I can't even sleep at night because I feel so ashamed of being your mother.
Oh, so now you have the audacity to call me useless? Let's talk about what you and Tristan have been up to while I, the so-called useless son, have been working tirelessly, day in and day out. You've been wasting my money on extravagant clothes, indulging in luxurious spa treatments and plastic surgeries, while Tristan has been shamelessly mooching off of me to fund his ridiculously expensive anime and cartoon figure collections.
I have no idea what you're talking about, silly. Stop making things up like that. You're already a useless imbecile, so don't sink even lower by resorting to lies. And remind me, what exactly are you doing for a living? Oh, right. I recall hearing something about you working in a cafeteria. So you must be nothing more than a lackey, scurrying around like a little lapdog serving guests, huh? How repulsive, Chase. I can't believe you would engage in a job as low-class and filthy as a cafeteria waiter. I mean, seriously, could you possibly become even more of a failure?
Are you actually serious? Here you are, mocking my job, the very same job that had been supporting your lazy lifestyle all these years. It's unbelievable that you continue to demean me, despite the fact that I'm the only person who's been working tirelessly to provide for our entire family. My efforts have been nothing short of backbreaking to ensure everyone's well-being, and yet you have the audacity to belittle me. Besides, it's true that I work at a cafeteria, but I'm not a waiter. So your words are simply invalid.
Blah, 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 spare me the meaningless rambling. You're a high school dropout who works a shitty job and gets paid peanuts, so your opinions carry no weight whatsoever. You living here is just a massive waste of electricity and utility bills. Just pack your things and get the hell out of the house. We're done using you. Your time here is over.
Seriously? You do realize that Tristan has been jobless for the last 4 years, right? He's 30, unemployed, and single. So tell me, what gives you the right to direct all those hurtful words at me while sparing Tristan from your criticism?
Why are you so stubborn, Chase? Why can't you just do what I say and get lost? You're no longer welcome here. You're simply a pain in the neck that I can't wait to cut out of my life completely. Unlike you, my son, Tristan, belongs to the elite class, so he doesn't need a loser like you around to drag him down. I told you, you're all used up. You're practically old news. So figure it out yourself, man.
Why the sudden change of attitude? When I proposed moving out of the house at 20, you were strongly against it and begged me to stay. You said you couldn't live without me, and that our family wouldn't be the same if I were to leave. And now, out of nowhere, you're pushing me to move out? Has something happened that I'm unaware of?
Ugh, you're such a nosy little brat, Chase. Fine. If you're dying to know the reason behind me kicking you out of the house, then listen carefully. Your older brother Tristan just received a fantastic job opportunity at a prestigious multinational corporation. Isn't that absolutely marvelous? Do you know what this means? It means that your brother will soon be earning a substantial income and giving it all to me.
Really? That's great news. I'm happy for him.
Is that so? But wait, there's more. Tristan has even found himself a stunning partner and they're planning to get married soon. And here's the real kicker. The girl happens to be the daughter of his company's CEO. Surprise! I can just picture the seething anger and jealousy boiling inside you. But what exactly can you do about it? I mean, let's be honest. Any girl in this world would gag at the thought of looking at you, let alone being your girlfriend or even your wife. But how could I blame them? You're so gross.
And why do you believe that I'm incapable of finding myself a girlfriend?
What? Are you honestly suggesting that you have no idea why people despise you? You really are clueless, Chase. Well, I bet you don't even dare to look at yourself in the mirror and see what you've become. You're nothing but a filthy, uneducated waiter. Ugh! Your job is so unhygienic and pays so poorly that it makes me sick. Besides, you're not blessed with looks either. You're so plain looking and fat to the point where even a pig would feel envious. It's no wonder you've remained desperately single all these years.
Are you done talking, Mother? I can't believe how ungrateful you can be to treat me like this when I'm the one who's been supporting you and Tristan all these years.
You know what? I don't care. I know that people like you have no respect for themselves and even stoop to petty theft. I warn you, do not go anywhere near your brother or even think of leeching off his hard-earned money for your own needs, or else you'll be met with a dreadful end. By the way, now that your esteemed brother has ascended to an elite corporate position, I'm kicking you out of the house and cutting ties with you. That means we're no longer mother and son. Don't ever interact with me or your brother. Understood? Toodles!
Chase, why aren't you helping your big brother? I'm in big trouble now. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? Don't tell me you're heartless enough to see me suffer. Don't just sit there and do nothing. Say something. Reply to me immediately.
Huh? What happened? Something wrong?
Now you're asking me that question? How could you be so thoughtless and inconsiderate? I need you to help me find a job as soon as possible. But not just any job, mind you. I'm looking for a position at a reputable company with a generous salary. I know you can do that, right? After all, you've been working since you were 17 and have connections.
You're looking for a job. Are you certain about that? Because Mom told me that you've already secured a job. According to her, you're currently employed by a renowned multinational company.
Oh no, Mom actually told you that? If she genuinely believes it, then I'm in big trouble.
Why? What happened?
The truth is, Mom constantly nagged and pressured me to find a job. It wasn't just a one-time or occasional occurrence, but it persisted for several years since I graduated from college. That's why I was forced to fabricate a story about landing a dream job at a prestigious company with a substantial salary, just to make her stop her incessant meddling.
Seriously? So you lied to Mom? Wow, I'm a little concerned for you. I mean, judging by her character, I'm afraid of what crazy things she might do when she finds out you weren't completely honest with her.
What could I possibly do? I felt cornered and I had no choice. You know Mom, she can be a huge nuisance sometimes, and I'm exhausted from dealing with her. Mom also urged me to have a girlfriend, but where can I even find one? I've never been lucky with girls. The last time I talked to a girl, our conversation only lasted for 5 minutes, and she happened to be a cashier at a nearby convenience store.
Wait, does this mean the story about you having a girlfriend who happens to be the daughter of your company's CEO is also a fabrication?
Oh no, Mom told you about that too? I'm totally screwed.
Wow, it's quite the burden being Mom's golden child, isn't it? For once in my life, I'm actually relieved that I'm not her favorite son.
Chase, you've got to help me. I seriously don't know how to fix this. There's only one solution. You need to find me a job and a girlfriend. I can't let Mom find out about the truth, or else I'll be doomed.
Look, Tristan, I can help you find a job, but it won't be the kind of fancy job with a high salary at a multinational company as you want. It'll be a regular job with an average salary, so you need to consider it carefully. If you're looking for a girlfriend, you can try online dating. There are many dating apps and websites out there, and I'm sure you'll be able to find someone who's a good match for you. Just be yourself and be honest about what you're looking for. However, I can't guarantee that you'll actually date the daughter of a CEO. That's a lot to ask.
I don't care. You have to find me a job and a girlfriend of my dreams. You're the younger brother. It's your duty to please everyone in our family and fulfill all of my wishes.
Why is it my duty? I've been taking care of our house and paying for our daily expenses since I was only 17. I don't plan to carry out that task any further. On the other hand, you've been conveniently enjoying the fruits of my labor without so much as a thank you. You've never defended me, not once, whenever Mom puts me down or berates me. You've even sided with her to make fun of my profession. And don't think I didn't notice the many times you went to Mom telling tales about me. I see no reason why I should help you out with anything, because you've never helped me.
Seriously? Now you're bringing up these past events? They happened a long time ago, so stop repeating the same old stories like a broken record. No one even remembers what happened. Holding grudges against your own brother will only make you more of a failure than you already are. Look, I know you have a great job with a good income and even a beautiful and well-off girlfriend. You're the CEO of a cafeteria chain, right? And your girlfriend is actually your business partner. Why don't you hand over everything you have to me? I guarantee I'll put them into good use.
What? How do you know all that? I don't remember sharing any of those details with you. Hold on. Have you been stalking me?
Yeah, I've been stalking you. So what? Do you seriously think you can hide the fact that you're a CEO forever? If you don't want me to tell Mom about it, you have to give me a good position in your company. At least a position similar to the CEO, but not lower than that. In an ideal world, you might want to hand over your entire company to me. And your successful girlfriend too, of course.
Huh? What did you just say, Tristan? Are you even listening to yourself right now?
What's so surprising? Didn't I make myself clear enough? I want your company and your girlfriend. I'm the older brother, so I deserve to have what you have more than you do.
Wow, Tristan, you are really delusional. Do you seriously think I'm going to give you my company and my girlfriend just like that? If you want what I have so badly, why don't you put in the necessary work and earn it yourself? I have put in countless hours of hard work to reach the position I'm in today. Success isn't something that magically appears out of thin air. It requires time, hard work, and dedication. Besides, even if you somehow manage to get your hands on my company, you wouldn't know what to do with it. You would completely ruin it, that's for sure.
What? How do you know that? I've never tried running a company before, so how could you be so sure that I'm only gonna ruin it? What an arrogant and self-centered prick you are. At least I was smart enough to go to college and use my brain, instead of dropping out of high school like some loser. I mean, that's just how life is sometimes. What can you do about it? You really just drew the short straw. You should really wish for better luck next time you're born.
Hey! Chase, I see that you've already moved all of your belongings out of my house. Well done. You're such a good boy. Why didn't you stay a little while longer so I could throw you a bone or two to congratulate you on your hard work?
You really need to stop acting so ridiculous. You're not a child anymore. Please start behaving more like a responsible adult.
Wow, look who's talking a big game. Is it the eternal antisocial bum who's lecturing me about how to behave like an adult? Ridiculous. You're such a big fat loser that you're 27 and you can't even find yourself a girlfriend. Gross. How much longer are you gonna keep living like this? If you keep on like this, you're headed straight to the gutters, living amongst the other scum around you.
Why do you keep hurling insults at me? What have I ever done to deserve this? It doesn't make you superior to anyone. In fact, it just makes you look petty and insecure.
Excuse me? When are you allowed to snark at your own mother like that? Are you too blind to even recognize the huge difference between you and your big brother? While you've been lazing around doing nothing meaningful, Tristan fell in love and is starting a whole new chapter of his life. You're just a piece of lint compared to your successful older brother.
When are you gonna stop believing all of Tristan's white lies? He's been lying to you this whole time. He's not successful, nor does he have a great job at a prestigious company like he made himself out to be. Besides, The whole thing about him having a girlfriend who's the daughter of the CEO is also false.
What? Are you now accusing my beloved son of being a liar? I understand that you're envious of him, but please try to conceal it, alright? You can't simply hurl baseless accusations at your older brother and call him a liar without any evidence. That's nothing but blatant disrespect.
Without any evidence? Oh, believe me, my dear mother, I have all the evidence in the world to blow your mind. Look, I have just sent you the screenshots of my exchanged messages with Tristan, in which he admitted to lying to you about having a job and a girlfriend. Just see for yourself and you will know the whole truth.
What, screenshots? Wait, is this truly my son Tristan speaking? I can hardly believe it. How dare he accuse me of nagging at him? This is not how a son should speak about his mother at all.
See? Every single thing I told you is completely true. It's too bad you mercilessly kicked me out of the house because you thought that your precious good-for-nothing son, Tristan, could replace me as your money-making machine. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're dead wrong. Wake up. Tristan is a leech, and he's been leeching off of me this whole time. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're wrong. Wake up and face reality. Tristan is nothing but a parasite, and he has been sponging off me all this time.
No! You're just bluffing! I won't believe a word you say because it's all deceitful nonsense.
Deceitful nonsense? Yeah, right. You know what's even worse? Tristan didn't even bother to find a job even once after he graduated from college. He never worked a day in his life, and he's a loser. What you need to do is to tell Tristan to live within his means.
No, no, no! I cannot believe any of this. My Tristan is not capable of such behavior. The only loser here is you. Tristan is my pride and joy, and I have complete faith that he is destined for greatness. You're undoubtedly lying. I'll have a conversation with Tristan to clarify all of this. Chase, are you there? Where have you been all this time? You know Mommy is missing you to death, don't you?
You're missing me to death? That doesn't sound right at all.
Oh, come on. Why must you constantly be on guard when talking to your own mother? Now I've come to a realization of your significance within this family. You're an incredibly remarkable son, the kind any mother would be grateful to have.
Please, I'm not accustomed to your sweet talking, as it sends shivers down my spine. Let's just have a normal conversation if you don't mind. Just explain to me what's with this sudden change of heart again.
Well, you know, I recently had a conversation with Tristan, and it turns out that everything you told me about him is true. He did, in fact, lie to me about having a good job and a rich girlfriend.
See? I told you so. I believe I deserve some kind of apology from you, even though I know that you are not the kind of person who would apologize.
What are you saying, sweetheart? Of course I should be apologizing to you. Look, I'm truly sorry for all the hurtful things I said to you. I deeply regret doubting your capability earlier. But please know that you're always welcome to return to our home whenever you desire. Just notify me in advance and I'll arrange the grandest welcome party imaginable to celebrate your homecoming.
I'm sorry, but I won't be coming home. After all, it would be rude of me to ruin your happiness with your precious son, Tristan, right?
Oh, sweetheart, please don't tease your own mother like that. You know I love both you and Tristan equally. By the way, I heard from Tristan that you own a chain of cafeterias. That's fantastic news! And also I heard that you've got yourself a wealthy girlfriend too! Wow! These are significant achievements, especially for a useless high school dropout like yourself. What can I say, dear? I couldn't be prouder of you.
Yeah, I anticipated that once Tristan's lies were revealed, he would divulge all my secrets to you. Let me clarify once and for all, yes, I did drop out of high school initially, but I resumed my studies shortly after. I successfully completed college and even obtained a master's degree in economics.
I can't believe you kept such things a secret from me. Do you know how much it hurts me? It hurts me deeply. It proves that you don't trust me as your mother at all.
Considering the way that you've been treating me, it's understandable why I would choose to keep something like that a secret from you. However, now that you're aware of the truth, I suppose you should know this. Look, it's true that I have a girlfriend, and I'm getting married to her.
Wait, hold on. You're saying you're getting married? I don't understand what you're saying at all. No, this can't happen. You know very well that it's not allowed. Break off your engagement with her. Did you make all the wedding arrangements already? If you have, then cancel them immediately. I don't care what you do, but getting married is absolutely not an option for you.
What do you mean I can't get married? I seriously don't understand. I thought you'd be happy to hear this since you were so eager to evict me from the house.
Listen, you can't do this to your older brother, Tristan. It's absolutely unacceptable for you to get married before him. That's completely out of the question. You would be a monster if you do that.
What? Seriously, why does that even matter? Why can't I get married before Tristan?
Oh, you want to know the reason why? It's because Tristan is older than you. That's why. Take a minute to consider how absurd it would appear if the younger brother were to marry before the older one. What would people think of our family? What would they think of your brother? They would perceive Tristan as incapable of finding a life partner before his younger sibling. Once your brother is married, you'll have more freedom to make your own choices. But until then, marriage is off the table. Just do as I say. Got it?
You can't tell me what to do. Tracy, I'm a grown man now, and I decide for myself.
Be quiet and don't butt in while your mother is talking. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, understood? I basically own you. I'm your mother and you're my property. You know what? I wish I never had you. Your brother was always smarter than you because he got all the good genes, but you got all the bad genes. You're just a little luckier than him in life. That's all.
Ugh, you're really unbelievable. I see this conversation going nowhere, so I'm gonna end it here.
Wait, I'm not done talking yet. Why can't you be a little more respectful towards your mother? Listen, since your brother is a little less fortunate than you need to do something to make it up to him. I'm not asking for much. All I want is for you to let go of your girlfriend and allow your brother to pursue a relationship with her instead. What do you think? It seems like a fair exchange, doesn't it?
What? Are you out of your mind? What kind of request is that?
Take a moment to reflect on this. It's in your girlfriend's best interest to spend her life with Tristan. My eldest son would offer her a much more fulfilling life than anything a useless loser like you could provide for her. If you were to marry her, you'd likely only be able to give her daughters. That's what failures do. However, given Tristan's brilliance, it's most likely that a boy would be born if he were the father.
What? Tracy, that's absurd. The gender of a baby is not something within our control. Moreover, why would I give up my fiancé to Tristan? We're already engaged, so it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Why does it have to make sense? Well, it's too late for you anyway. There's something you should be aware of. I've been exchanging messages with your fiancée lately, and it appears that she's quite interested in becoming Tristan's spouse.
What? You've been texting my fiancé? Why didn't she say anything to me?
Are you joking or simply being foolish? No one in their right mind would openly admit to cheating on their partner. I bet she's just biding her time for the right moment to end things with you. Oh, what was her name again? Amanda, right? What a lovely name. And she even owns her business? That suggests she must be quite successful financially. My son is definitely in for a treat.
Amanda? Are you sure? Because that's not my fiancé's name. My fiancé's name is Cindy.
What? Then who is this Amanda person that Tristan's been exchanging messages with?
Seriously, I don't even know any girls named Amanda who owns a business. Wait, perhaps I do know one woman, but she works as a janitor at my company. She's around 40 years old and she is indeed single.
Huh? A 40-year-old woman working as a janitor? You must be joking. Are you absolutely certain about this?
Yeah, I am pretty sure. But I'm curious though, how did you even get her contact?
How would I know? Tristan claimed he stole her contact info somehow, stating it came from a trusted source. So are you saying that my son Tristan has been texting this older lady named Amanda? I can't believe it!
Well, as I mentioned, she is still single and apparently a kind-hearted woman. So I suppose Tristan would be content being with her.
No, are you out of your mind? How could my beloved child marry a 40-year-old woman? Is this some kind of twisted joke? Just provide me with her phone number and I'll have a word with her directly. I'm 100% sure that my Tristan can seduce her.
Look, Mom, please stop suggesting such absurd ideas. Tristan doesn't need a girlfriend, at least not at this moment. He needs to focus on finding a job and learning to be independent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an important meeting to attend, so I'm going to end our conversation here. I hope you'll soon realize the importance of allowing Tristan to stand on his own and become self-sufficient.
No, you can't abandon your big brother like this. You have to help him. My Tristan needs a girlfriend and I need his grandchildren. Hello? Chase? Are you there? Answer me!
Somehow, my mother and brother managed to gather additional information about my fiancée. They went to her workplace, causing a disturbance and demanding to see her. Eventually, my fiancé took legal action against them, resulting in a substantial lawsuit for damages. As a consequence, they were compelled to sell their house and relocate to a rundown apartment, taking on multiple menial jobs to meet their financial obligations. As for me, I have gained a newfound sense of freedom since moving out of my previous home. Once we are married, Cindy and I plan to live together, eagerly anticipating a fulfilling life ahead.